The Arctic, it's full of surprises. Beneath its icy exterior lies a world that defies expectations. In today's video, I'll be sharing 5 incredible facts about the Arctic that most people don't know. From fiery geological processes to ancient creatures that boggle the mind, this remote polar region is more dynamic than meets the eye. I'll reveal tales of endurance that link the Arctic and Antarctic, microscopic time capsules buried under the permafrost, and valuable insights into climate change. The Arctic's mysterious wonders highlight how much we have yet to understand about Earth's northern frontier. So stay tuned as we discuss mind-blowing facts that will change the way you think about the top of the world. After watching, you'll never look at the North the same way again. So to start, let's talk about volcanoes and hydrothermal vents hidden beneath the Arctic Ocean. That's right, volcanoes in the Arctic. The Gackel Ridge is an underwater volcanic complex formed by the separation of tectonic plates deep below the Arctic. Here, the intense pressures allow crystalline rock to melt into magma, feeding the hundreds of volcanoes along the ridge.
In this case, we're actually seeing molten lava flowing on the seafloor. We're seeing these magma bubbles. We're seeing these explosive events. We're seeing the seafloor open up and pour out magma.
But even more incredible are the black smokers found near these fiery mountains. These hydrothermal chimneys billowing black smoke are actually hot, mineral-rich waters that host bizarre ecosystems with no need for sunlight. And what's even more interesting is that extreme life forms thrive around these black smokers, despite the total darkness and intense heat. Their existence pushes the boundaries for what we know about life on Earth, raising questions about the possibility of life in extreme environments on other worlds. Next up, let's talk about sharks, specifically Greenland sharks.
Living up to 500 years old, this is the oldest living animal on the planet. This is the Greenland shark.
These are ancient creatures that can live for hundreds of years, inhabiting the frigid Arctic waters. These massive sharks grow incredibly slowly, less than 1 centimeter per year, and they don't reach maturity until around 150 years old. By analyzing the lenses of Greenland sharks' eyes, scientists found these creatures can live for over 500 years, making them the longest-lived vertebrates on the planet. To grasp their longevity, the oldest Greenland sharks discovered was born before the founding of both Canada and the USA. Just imagine, some of these sharks alive today were born before Shakespeare wrote those plays you were forced to read in English class. The Greenland shark's unbelievable lifespan and glacial pace reveal the remarkable endurance of these ancient survivors that have swum the seas for centuries. And from the frigid waters above, let's dive even deeper to the mysterious sea floor below. Down here, bizarre mounds dotted across the Arctic seabed look almost like mountains on an alien world. These are underwater pingos, formed when freezing sediments push up sections of the seafloor into dome-like bulges. But what makes these mounds so intriguing are deposits of methane hydrates, a volatile mixture of methane and water lurking within. Scientists worry that as climate change warms the oceans, pingos could rupture without warming, exploding these methane bombs and releasing massive amounts of this potent greenhouse gas. Tracking these ticking time bombs will allow us to understand how submarine pingos may accelerate global warming. It's a race against time to study them before these sleeping giants awake. And from the dark sea floor, let's now soar to the skies and take flight with the amazing Arctic tern. Each year, this small yet mighty bird embarks on the longest migration in the animal kingdom. A figure eight spanning what some researchers claim is up to 70,000 kilometers between the Arctic and Antarctic. That's like flying from New York City to Rome 46 times in 1 year. After nesting in the bright Arctic summer, the Arctic tern flies south, chasing the sun all the way to Antarctica for the winter. Come spring, it makes the entire meandering trip back to the Arctic to breed again. Along their phenomenal polar journey, Arctic terns provide valuable data on the health of our oceans and climate impacts across marine ecosystems. And talk about frequent flyer miles. The Arctic tern sees 2 summers, which is something I think many of us can all appreciate, especially in the winter. And the Arctic tern helps scientists monitor environmental changes from pole to pole. Finally, let's explore the frozen time capsule that is Arctic permafrost.
Now, every summer, the layer of soil on top of that permafrost will thaw, allowing vegetation to grow, and then will freeze again in the winter.
This perennially frozen ground contains an extraordinary array of well-preserved ancient life forms. Of course, bacteria and viruses have persisted in a suspended state, awaiting their re-emergence as permafrost thaws. But scientists have also discovered extinct cave lion cubs, 40,000-year-old woolly mammoth remains, and even evidence of ancient forests buried in the icy soil. But what other surprises may be unveiled as this biological record, sealed away for thousands of years, begins to melt and reveal its secrets? Researchers are racing to preserve and study these frozen snapshots of the past. From grand Ice Age mammals to microscopic pathogens, they are all altered by Arctic warming temperatures. While tempting opportunities for discovery await as permafrost continues to thaw, addressing the serious hazards and climate change risks associated with the thawing of Arctic permafrost must remain the priority going forward. As climate change transforms the top of the world, understanding the Arctic grows ever more urgent. Its frozen frontiers may seem remote, but they hold lessons about Earth's past, hints of life's origins, and warnings for our future. From ancient sharks to migratory birds, fiery mountains, greenhouse gas deposits, and thawing microbes, this icy region offers endless mysteries. This landscape of extremes keeps scientists racing to uncover its secrets before they ultimately disappear. One thing is certain, with so much still undiscovered beneath the ice, the mysterious Arctic will continue to surprise and amaze. I hope you feel inspired to explore more of the North. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos every week. See you soon.